Yo, so before I start, I just want to say that, you know, I just want to be very necessary. Like, I don't view myself as an entertainer or, I don't have a reason to put on. But I'm about to start this Point Blank Period series as well. I told you I'm going to be, different series. But, I need to touch on some things. Like, really touch some things on some point blank period type. There's somebody out here who need to hear that, and they're gonna feel me. They're gonna really settle in the bottom of them, the bottom of their soul. But on some point blank period type stuff, man. Like, we already got it. You already got it. You just haven't identified and put a label on it. But check this out, on some point blank period type stuff. What person sits down at a table and eats something that they don't want to eat? They don't do that. And what you eat is more than what you put in your mouth. So I'm really talking to like leaders, like people, like people who have people that come to them, like to that young man, that young female who have that feeling that they don't want to be around a certain person, or they can't come to a person and speak to. And there's a reason why you feel that way. And to that person, whatever you have an appetite for, you're gonna satisfy that. So that person may not want to come to you and tell you about their problems, or just fall silent when you ask what's wrong with them. If you that type person that in your downtime, your free time, you watching TV, you watching drama series, you watching negative stuff, feeding yourself that, you have an appetite for that, point blank period, or else you wouldn't be watching that. What you eat is more than what you put in your mouth. It's what you see and what you hear. That's nothing, like, that's point blank period. So yeah, I would feel very uncomfortable coming to someone, and I know they like to watch Power, or they watch the Maury Show, or if Steve Wilkos, show is still running, they watch that. Like, how does that look though? Like, are you a part-time leader? One moment you lead, and the next moment you just amongst the group. You want to get back in the crowd. A leader separates themselves from the crowd, and they lead, not blend in and mingle with, But that's something I want to really speak on. Like, whatever type of leader, whether it be like someone in the church, which that would be very bad. Like, like you go from 1 minute, you watching TV, then your phone ring, and there's someone who got a real serious problem. You call yourself about to minister to that person. Like, how, like, you can say stuff that you already said and try to format it, but it's your energy mixed with that word that's going to cause a result. So a lot of times you got people saying things, but they just saying stuff and they ain't really, their energy off. They've been eating the wrong thing. That is like, you just ate a triple Whopper, and now you about to run a marathon. You ain't gonna perform right. Yeah, you going through the motions, but you're not performing right. And it's the same thing when, people are trying to reach out or trying to so-called help someone in need. They going through the motions, trying to, they pulling all their moves, and they know that it's not working. And then for the person, that's not really educated, you already have discernment. You have biomagnetism. You feel that. That's why you don't want to come to that person. You feel uncomfortable. Like, what sense that make though? Like, if somebody chime in on that, like that don't match. You have an appetite for drama, someone else's drama. You got the appetite for violence. You know, you got a lustful desire. I don't want to get on the food. I can have a whole conversation about the food. You know, but that's just something I want to really speak about in this point blank period. It really is. Like whatever you like, you're gonna seek to satisfy that. I mean, they got terms for that. It's called a hypocrite. But you got people being damaged by people pump faking, just saying things. Somebody probably on their last leg, like you may be the last person they call in the attempt to alleviate or find a solution. And you sitting there not prepared. They ask for bread, and what you give them? Some sourdough. Give them some stones. I mean, me, I just be shut up a lot, but you know, like I just tell someone straight up, man. I ain't really want to fake with no one. I don't want to play with no one future like that. You never know what's about to happen, what that person is thinking about. Like, step up or step down is what I would say. Step up or step down. Don't be around here faking. I won't even say faking, you know, because really, if you're doing that, no, you're not fake, because that's really you. You false, not true, not being truthful. You portraying the image that is really not like that. And besides the image, is really about the results. That's another thing. Like me, I be wanting to confide, and I be wanting to, you know, have someone that I can see and I can speak to. But nah, just because I don't really have, or I feel I may be feeling low or something, I'm not just about to go to any old body. Because if watching that TV show is entertaining to you, and you sit there for an hour or 2 hours, however long it lasts, and watch it, you may find my story or whatever I'm going through entertaining. It may stimulate you. Point blank period. You know, and I mean, I feel like I have been a victim of this. And like I said, I have made some decisions, and it was just a symptom of what I was going through, a byproduct, you know, really desiring someone to talk to, all wound up in a heap of mess, you know. Some things just don't make sense. Point blank period. Just let that just settle in on y'all. And for that person, man, I hope you evaluate yourself. Purge yourself. Get that desire, get that appetite. Change your appetite. Pray. Pray about that. Something's in you that wants that. But man, you know, I'm gonna come out with these point blank periods, and it's gonna get more touchy. I mean, I watch my own videos. I be having some things on my mind. I be having some real deep things I be want to speak about. Seeing that I just can't speak to any old body. They may find it entertaining. They may enjoy it. You got people going through real life right now. Y'all around here being false. Worrying about your image. Or the benefits that come behind having an image like that. It's just disturbing. It really is disturbing. But you got some real people out there, though. You got some people that, if they can't help you, they'll at least sit with you. They'll sit and wait with you and check in with you. You know? Not just disappear and try to hit you up when they think the storm is over. I mean, I'm that type. I may not have everything to say. I don't feel like I can have too much to say to someone who has been who's been sexually abused. I haven't experienced that. But I can sit and I can let my care and the way I feel resonate with you. I sit in silence with you. I check in with you. I ain't gonna be false though. I'm not about to make myself look like I'm on a high pedestal or something. Nah, man. I wouldn't do that to nobody. Actions are seeds, they say. There's sowing seeds when you do that. I wonder what your heart is gonna be for being false. When ain't no one looking, you back there indulging in gossip and lust, gluttony. What would be the harvest? Man, I recommend anybody who feel like they don't have no one to talk to, like that journaling. Like I've been journaling. I got a book coming out. I got a book that I'm working on. But yeah, sometimes you ain't gonna have no one to speak to. Yeah, you can pray. You can pray to the Lord, but as a human, you wanna be able to see, talk and see someone. But there is comfort, there is peace and solitude. You can really find yourself. But you gotta let those situations take its course though. So anybody who feeling some type way, just look at it like this. Once the process is over with and you realize that it didn't defeat you, you're just gonna be stronger. You're not gonna be like that person who always had help. And when their help wasn't around, they get easily devoured. You won't be like that. You'll be strong, gator skin. You won't be a jellyback, like the old heads say. Sometimes you gotta let them processes take its course. You gotta go through the fires. They call it the refining process. Sometimes you gotta go through that. And when you come out, you're gonna be shining. It'll burn off anything that wasn't supposed to be on you. You come out shining. A point blank period though. You're gonna satisfy your appetite. So you watching that, something inside you wants that. Check yourself. Holler back at y'all though. That's 100 right there.